Hello everybody. In today's lesson, we're going to talk about reporting verbs. What is reporting a verb? Let's look at this illustration first. I'll never cheat on exam again, said the woman. And the man reports what the woman had said to him. She said that she would never cheat on exam again. Okay, so in this report speech, this man used the word said or the verb said. Okay, so now let's look at the next illustration. I'll never cheat on exam again. And then let's see how this man reports. She promised that she would never cheat on exam again. So we can see here this man used the verb promise. Okay, instead of saying she said, this man chose the verb promise. Okay, that's reporting verb. Okay, reporting verbs. Reporting verbs are used to report what someone said more accurately than using say and tell. Yes, instead of using say and tell, you can use other verbs that are more accurate. For example, my mother advised me to learn hard. Okay, so instead of saying my mother said to me to learn hard or my mother asked me to learn hard, we can say my mother advised me to learn hard. The second example, I promised her that I wouldn't call off the dinner. So here, promise. This is the most appropriate verb. Okay? Now let's look at patterns after reporting verbs. Okay, so we have some patterns after reporting verbs. The first is verb plus infinitive. Here are some verbs that we can use. Agree, decide, offer, promise, refuse, threaten, claim. For example, he claimed to have met the president. Okay, so after the verb claim, we have the infinitive, to have. Other examples, they agreed to meet on Friday. He refused to take his coat off. Okay, agreed and refused are followed by the infinitive. Okay, to take. Can you see? Okay. The second pattern, verb plus object plus to infinitive. So here we have object. In the previous example, we have verb plus to infinitive. Here we have object. So here are some verbs: advise, encourage, invite, remind, warn, persuade. Let's look at an example. My teacher encouraged me to apply for the Fulbright scholarship. Okay, so encourage plus object me. And then we have to infinitive, to apply for the Fulbright scholarship. She reminded me to send my application to US Embassy. So here, reminded me to send my application to US Embassy. So we should put the object, yeah? The object. And then to infinitive. The third pattern, verb plus gerund. Okay, we have some verbs here: deny, recommend, suggest. Example, they recommended taking the bus. So we do not say they recommended to take the bus, no, but they recommended taking the bus. Okay, the suspect denied breaking into the house of the governor. Okay, denied plus gerund. Okay, the fourth pattern, verb plus object plus preposition. Accuse of, blame for, congratulate on. So here we have she accused me of taking the money. So we have the verb accuse plus object me, and then preposition. After preposition we have gerund, yeah? She accused me of taking the money. They congratulated me on passing all my exams. Yeah, the same verb, object, preposition, on plus gerund. The fifth pattern, verb plus preposition plus gerund. Okay, the verbs are apologize, insist, confess, admit, etc. Examples. Okay, let's look at this conversation. Please, let's have dinner together. Let me think about it. Okay, so instead of saying say it, we can use he insisted on having dinner. This man insisted on having dinner. So we can use the word insist. And insist plus preposition plus gerund. Okay? She apologized for not coming. Okay. She apologize plus preposition plus gerund. This is negative, not coming. My friend confessed to cheating on the final exam. Okay, the same, confess plus preposition plus gerund. They admitted to winning the competition by cheating. Okay. Next, the sixth pattern. We have some verbs: admit, agree, decide, deny, explain, insist, promise, recommend, suggest, claim. So the pattern here is the verb plus that. It is optional. We can use that or no. Subject and plus a verb. For example, John and Sarah decided that they would travel to London. Okay. So after decided, we use that clause, that, and then they, subject, would travel, the verb. They agreed that they would take buses during their visit there. Okay, the same, agreed, plus that, plus they, subject, would take, the verb. Okay, more example. The government have promised that they'll reduce taxes. Okay, here, have promise is followed by that clause. Alright. Well, you can try to make your own examples using the verbs below: refuse, persuade, suggest, blame for, insist on, deny, and recommend. I think that's all for today. Thank you for your attention. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.